Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic. Chugga the deuces out do text, baby. Man, it does back and know this it is. Real men rise up, fake men rise up, real rise up, fake rise up. Breath to our preacher, preach on. And welcome to the Back of Basic broadcast, Back of the Basic. And today I want to talk about, I just saw the unsung episode and they was talking about the Goodie Mob. And I'm glad we're talking about this because it was a great the final episode. But every time on make sure and every Sunday we'll release the all these other people the reviews of the unsung the people that that I never put on YouTube when I watched it the unsung series. But make sure on Sunday I'm gonna release the review of the Barge family, and talk about that and tragedy that went on, and it's sad about what happened to them. Make sure on Sunday, on Sunday. But let's talk about Goodie Mob. Goodie Mob, it was a good unsung, man. I liked it, man. I'm so excited they talk about this group. But let's talk about these individuals of what made Goodie Mob it is today. All right, hold on for a second. I gotta show y'all something. Now we're back. Now let's talk about the Goodie Mob, the rap group. It was great. Then they talk about this group. Okay, Goodie Mob is a hip hop group based in Atlanta, Georgia. It was formed in 1991. Currently consisted of members Big Gap, Cujo, Cee Lo, and Timo. They are better known for their debut debut single cell therapy, cell therapy. They talk about some stuff that was going on, but my favorite part when they say when big when not big, but Cujo, he said, "He young thugs, young beat these and young thugs and young girls is supposed at 10 years old." Basically, they were supposed to molesting little kids. Listen what they're saying of the song. But hear this though. On August the 19th, 2008, all four members performed on stage together unannounced at the Table of Mount in Atlanta during a free Nelly concert. Yeah. I mean, and they did great. I mean, they have great songs like Cell Therapy, Soul Food, and Get Rich to This. Get Rich to This, and it was great. And also says on September the 19th, 2009, Goodie Mob performed it for the first an official reunion concert at the Credit in Atlanta, Georgia. This group also played with all the original members at the Smoke Out Festival in San Bernardino, California on October 23, 2009. At of 2011, Goodie Mob is signed with Ignorant Records on March the 12th, 2011. Goodie Mob performed Get Rich to This in Las Vegas, Nevada for a part of the Red Bull Sun Clash concert that featured Cee Lo. On April the 28th, 2011, Cee Lo brought out Goodie Mob during his performance at Sunfest in West Palm Beach, Florida. The group performed 4 songs together, including Black Ice, Sky High, Cell Therapy, and Soul Food. Yo, those are best songs of Goodie Mob ever did, and we don't dance no more. On June 2025, 2011, Cee Lo pronounced and says his Instagram that Goodie Mob reunion album would be titled "We Sell Drugs Too." However, in February 2012, Cee Lo tweeted that the name has been changed to Age Against the Machine. Yeah, so I did not know that it was called "We Sell Drugs Too." They couldn't use that. So these are the best albums they did. But only one album I did not like. The best album is Soulful. I did not get that album. I regret to this day not getting it. That's the best album, man. That's what made them what they were so different from the Southern, and they brought the new musical sound for the Dirty South. They the one, and Cool Breeze came up with the term Dirty South. If y'all don't know that, Soul Food in 1995, Still Standing 1998, and World Party 1999. And One Monkey Can't Stop Show. I'm gonna talk about that few minutes. And The Age is the Machine. That was okay album. But let's talk about Soul Food, man. One thing I love about this album right here, and I never got this album, man. You know what's so crazy? I remember when this group came out back in 1995. Even though this album was released November the 7th, 1995, recorded October 1994 and August 1995. They trying to say this the Goodie Mob. They say the Goodie Mob group. They have to blur. They blurred the song called "Cell Therapy" because they thought they were racist. Was talking about reaching the planet of a black man and stuff like that. I mean, how could they be racist? They trying to reach out what goes on in the community. If you don't live in that experience of a certain people, a certain graphic of certain people, then this ain't for you. You know, it's funny that you got people talk about a lot of things that's going on in their community, but when some other people does it, that's a problem. That they, for some reason, because they're not a crossover appeal to certain people, they just misunderstood. That's all. They didn't say anything about killing white people. They're not saying anything about killing white folk. They just saying things to get things together for the amongst other people, especially in their community. That's all they were saying. So anybody say they racist, there's something wrong with you. You know, that just you don't like this group. That's all it is. So anyway, Soul Food, Goodie Mob album. Soul Food is the acclaiming David album from American pop, American rap group Goodie Mob, released by Face Records. It's the track was a hit. Yep, hit single, and the album including the first use of the term "Dirty South." It was originally by Cool Breeze. Without Cool Breeze, it wouldn't be they come up with the Dirty South. How Atlanta had their own sound. On the track of the same name, the Goodie Mob, including Cee Lo Green, Big Gap, Cujo, and T-Mo, and guessing a vocalist on the album, including Andre 3000 and Big Boy of Outkast, Cool Breeze, and Witch Doctor in 1996. It was certified gold as sale, standing at over 500 unions in the U.S. Yeah, it's the greatest album. But I did not know this though. The album is dedicated to the memory of Shannon T. Taylor, Godly Way. Oh yeah, I did remember this. Cause Cee Lo Green, you know that he did say that was dedicated to his mother. Cee Lo Lake Mother, Soul Food, received critical acclaims for its raw, sudden, and social content, social conscious lyrics, and original production from Organized Noise. Y'all know the Dungeon Family, and along with the Outkast, Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music. Soul Food has been released as one of the two albums that brought Southern music to the mainstream, and it is recently as a Southern classic. It's to this day. This is one of the best albums of Goodie Mob that ever put out. I regret not getting this album. Damn. But if y'all don't know who the Organized Noise is, man, y'all just don't know. And who's a part of Organized Noise? Rico Wayne. Rico Wayne and Ray 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 Morrow, and Sleepy Brown. If y'all don't know these guys, y'all don't know. This were the part of the Dungeon family, and you know they're a part of it. If you don't know the Dungeon family, the reason why they call the Dungeon family because their place is like a dungeon. When you go to their basement and it looked like a cloud of red wall. That's why they call it that because it looked like a dungeon. That's why it's a sound and an organized noise. Shout out to them and Sleepy Brown and Rico uh, Wayne and Rico Wayne and also Ray Murray, something like that. You know, Ray Murray. You know, these are the guys. Murray and Sleepy Brown and Rico Wade, the Andre 3000 Big Boy and Earth Tone the second, Earth Tone the third, Andre 3000, Mr. DJ, Big Gap, T Mo, Cee Lo Green, Cujo, Paris and Valerie, and Mellow KP, and Big Aries, Lumberjack, T-Mo, and Cujo, Society of Souls, Sleepy Brown, Roni, and Big Ray, Rico Watt, Sleepy Theme, Sleepy Brown, and Eddie Strokes, and Victor and Alexander, and there are many more, man. You know, Joe and Witch Doctor, Cool Breeze, Backbone, and Deadly Killings, and then you got Killer Mike, Slint Conley Cocoon, and the Cocoon, and the Craig Retro, and black owned black owned C Bone, and Little Brothers, Super Nate, Future is part of the Dungeon family, and the Purple Ribbon All Star, Big Boy, Killer Mike, and Concrete. Yeah, I think Concrete. That's what it sounds like, Concrete. And Vertical Guild and TJG. All the Dungeon family. I mean, they the sound of Atlanta, man. Those guys, they doing anything. Even for without the Dungeon family, it wouldn't be Goodie Mob. It wouldn't be Outkast if it wasn't they're the sound of their sound. And Atlanta been doing their thing since 1991 to all the way to present it now. It would not be Goodie Mob if it wasn't for it would not be Young Jeezy. I mean, Ludacris and Gucci Mane if it wasn't for Goodie Mob. Cause they were the reason why Southern South has a voice that it has now. And then I never had this album though, Soulful, but Still Standing. I had that album. I have that album. That was a great album. I like that album. That album came out April the 7th, 1998. Recording June 1997 and February 1998. Yep. My favorite song called Black Ice, Sky High feature Outkast. I love that album, man. I love that album. That's a great album. You know, that's a great album. That's a great album. And then They Don't Dance No More. It's my ultimate favorite. And Little Will. I think it's the same Little Will who sing a song Icy. I know that's the same person. They misunderstood, man. For them to call them racist, I just think it's bullshit. It is. Because I like that album, man. It wasn't a great album, but it's a great meant to pair of another great album before when this album come out. Right here for the Dirty South, Cell Therapy, and you know, and get up and stand up. I don't know who sang that, but I think it was Outkast record. Now I like that album. You know, I like that song though. That's a good song, and it's a great song. It make you able to do something with your life. If you need to get up and get something, you got to get something done with your life. If you don't get nothing done, you ain't getting nothing done in life. And then So World Party, I had that album December 21, 1999. World Party is a third studio album by the American hip hop group Goodie Mob. The the album was the group's last album with the original four members was until Age Against the Machine in 2013. The album was featured gold by the RIAA, which is stand for Recording Industry Association or something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The former NFL cornerback Andrew Simmons had a tattoo on his left arm says that that says get rich because he liked he liked that song in the college, so he was into that song, so that's why he liked the album. Liked the song, or maybe. And out of the Salmon, so he liked the song "Get Rich" because that was in his college years. He was into that. That's when they were making actual comeback. "Get Rich," I like that record too, man. It's a great record. What it is, what it ain't. I like that. What it is, what it ain't. Feature TLC, rest in peace of Left Eye, and also Chili X producing the song. Dallas Austin. And it's a great album, man. It's a great album. Go get the album. But I'm gonna tell you what the worst album of Goodie Mob ever had. One Monkey Can't Stop No Show. They are dissing the shit out of Cee Lo Green. I'm sorry. The album was not doing as much views as it should, like the other albums that they done. Now, let me say this. The only hit single they never had is like One Monkey Can't Stop No Show. It's in there, but it's just I think it's in there. It's in there. One Monkey Can't Stop No Show. I think it was the double disc. I'm not for sure. It's not a good album. No, Play Your Flute, yeah. Because that's when they say One Monkey Can't Stop No Show. One of them records. Y'all don't. No, yeah, it's on number 6. My bad. One Monkey. You know they dissing the shit out of Cee Lo Green. It was not a great album. Now, the best album they ever did was Soul Food and Still Standing. And I got those two albums, Still Standing and World Party. Now, I never had the other two albums. Is the albums I did not have is One Monkey. I got One Monkey Can't Stop No Show. I got that album. My bad. I had 3 albums of them. Still Standing, World Party, and One Monkey Can't Stop No Show. The only 2 albums I like, Still Standing and World Party. But One Monkey Can't Stop No Show, that was the worst regret album I ever get in my lifetime. The album I did not have is Soul Food and Age Against the Machine. Age Against the Machine. I didn't have those 2 albums. Soul Food, I regret to get because that's a classic album. Only way I'm gonna get it until I read up the. Basically, it's only way I'm gonna get the album until to appreciate the music of the time where I was coming up, and the Age Against the Machine. But the only best 2 albums I like were Goodie Mob, Still Standing, and World Party. But One Monkey Can't Stop the Show, that was not their best work of their actual work. That's when Cee Lo Green went to his own solo, and he was in a group was called I forgot the group called. They like a pop sensation. Pop mint songs. Pop mint group. I don't know what it is. Cee Lo was in the group with. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. Cee Lo Green. His real name Thomas D. Carlos in Galloway, born May 30, 1975. So also known professionally as Cee Lo Green or Cee Lo Green. So he born in Atlanta, but he was in the group before he was in the group after he left the Goodie Mob. It was called Gatsby Barclay. It's called, the album called Somewhere Else, and the album couple. I did not like this group whatsoever. Because to me, I don't know what that was about. They showed Cee Lo Green was wearing dresses and doing all that. I just think, man, that was just not him. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Did y'all see the award show when Cee Lo Green looked like a golden Buddha statue? I don't know what the hell he was wearing, but he looked ridiculous with that outfit. I thought he was going to a fashion show, to a fashion party. I swear it's not. I mean, what the hell that was about? This is why the members mad at Cee Lo when he went to his own he went to his own solo album. After Cee Lo, then Big Gap had an album as well, and T-Mo and Cujo they're the only two did not have an album. They did not have album. I mean, Cee Lo had solo projects. Cee Lo and his perfect uh, 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 his perfect is perfect in important is perfect and is important as or something like that. Cee Lo Green is the soul machine, the lady killer, Cee Lo magic moment, and heart heart blinking or something like that. You know, I think it would be better he was in that group. It was his name was Dangerous Mouse or something like that. He was teamed up with him, and they formed a group together. It was DJ Dangerous Mouse, and they had a duo called Jiddly Barkley, something like that. Crazy and all this other shit. I was just wasn't into that. It was okay, but it would have been better he was in the Goodie Mob. Now Big Gap, okay, his real name, Carol Gap. That no wonder why he used the name Big Gap because it's featured his last name. Born April the 28th. His birthday is coming up. 1973. Better known by his stage name, Big Gap is an American rapper from Atlanta, Georgia. He's better known for his work as a founding member of Goodie Mob, which hold he had gone on to release 5 solo albums. He did. Along from Goodie Mob, Gap solo album, Mutant Mind Flame, something like that. I had that album. I think I had that album. I'm not for sure. I'm checking. See, was released in 2003. He is also closely associated with Nelly and the St. Louis Ticks, partly Ali, with who he formed the duo Ali and Gap. Yep, because that was I think that was their friend. You know, that was Nelly's friend though. You know, and they had an album called Kinfolk Go, and then a single called Go Ahead. So I like that album, and then Atlanta, something like that with Dash Dillinger. So they did an album together. It's basically called Atlanta and Los Angeles, like all that combined together. So he did have one solo album and the combo 2 albums. One is Dash Diller and Ali. And Stepping Out, I like that, with features Sleepy Brown, Shine like a Gold with Cee Lo Green, and Big Gap with SVG King. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something else, man. To know about this group and what they were doing, but I'm gonna tell you what's really sad. When Cujo had an accident that's changed his life forever, he was saying that he was falling asleep and he dropping one of his friends off to the studio of the dungeon, and he fell asleep on the wheel, and he fall into some kind of standing pole or something like that, and his legs was crashing into a pole, and then he had to resurrect surgery of his right leg, and that's not Big Gap, but Cujo. It was sad about Cujo, man. He lost his leg. He lost his leg, man. It was sad that he lost his leg. There it is right here. Says here, involved in a car crash, which result in the angle and putting it of his right leg below the knee. Yeah, and he had to put some kind of a leg hold stick for his leg. And God bless, he's still alive, because ain't nothing shouldn't be happening to him. He had his own solo too. I did not know that. The Amen, Not the Dog, Mercury, 2007, and then the first album 2002, G Mob Godfather, and Ego of a Legend. So that's going to be his other album coming out. So I did not know he had an album. You know, I didn't know he did a solo. Maybe he was very independent, because Goodie Mob mostly they independent though. And I don't. What about Timo? Did he have an album out? Let me see. Because Timo said he wanted to have an album out. No, no, I don't think he have an album out. You would think he did. No, 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 I'm wrong. He did. Timo to the Timo to the fullest. Freedom for his first album in 2000 and 2008. I did not know that, because they would say Tebow won his own a solo album as well. But like I said, I know I'm reaching it, far reaching this. But like I said, man, I love these brothers right here, like brothers, man. They still together, you know, and they're the reason that South have a voice, because of them. You got to give Atlanta their props for what they done for the South and how they meant for the Southern hip hop period. The only thing I can say about this, man, God bless these brothers right here. The trial and tribulation, what they go for, and control differences, how they want control of their music, and creativities, how they want, and the egos with the side, they still remain together to this day. Even though they went their own solo, they always remain in touch together like friends, and mostly like brothers. So I could say to thank each and every one of y'all, and I'm gonna tell you something else, man. Tell me what you think about the Goodie Mob and their music genre in many years to come, because people gonna remember them a lot more years to come of their generation. Because without the Goodie Mob, it wouldn't be Gucci Mane, wouldn't be Young Jeezy, it wouldn't be T.I. if it wasn't for that group right there. And then Outkast, then Goodie Mob, because Outkast opened the door when Goodie Mob was trying to come in, and the whole Dungeon family, even Future down with Dungeon family. So show love to the Goodie Mob, and I hope and their music will live on for many years to come. That's all. And it's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic. Chugga the Deuce out text, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace. I'm out. All right. Peace.